Hello everyone, welcome back to the series of building the React and Firebase notes taking application. So now in this video what we are going to do is let us build our React application first of all. Okay. So what I have done is I have created a folder with the name of Blogly in my system, and I have opened this folder in the VS Code. That's all the thing I have done till now. So now what I'm going to do is I will create the React application in front of you and we will try to install all the dependencies in this video. So now let us create the React application. So the command which we are going to type is npx create React app, and then you have to write dot. Now see why I am writing dot, because I have already created a project folder, and the name is Blogly. So what I want is that I want to create this entire React application in this current folder. So dot means the current folder, and then just press enter. Now depending on your internet speed, it will take couple of minutes to install the React application in your folder. So let's wait for that much amount of time. So now you can see that the React application is generated. Now let us clear the console using the clear command. Now see, first of all thing which I do when I create the React application is that I remove all the unnecessary files and the line of code which I do not need. So first of all, let me clear this entire readme file. Now then let us open the src folder, and from this src folder I need to remove all those files: setup test, report web vital, logo, app test, app.css. Let us delete all the files. Now see, I will show you one extension which I use to write all the React components, and the name of that extension is this ES7 plus React Redux React Native snippets. So you can also install this extension to write the React functional components, whether it is React or React Native. Now let me remove this entire code and write RAFCE. It will generate a React function component. Now again go to the index.css. I will remove all the 5 lines of code. Now from this index.js, now see what lines I am going to delete. Just remove the last couple of lines and then remove this import line of report web vital. That's it. Now our work of source folder is completed. Now let us head to the public folder. In public folder I will go to the index.html and I will remove all those unnecessary comments. And then I will change the title of this application. Now the title which we are going to give to this is Blogly itself. Blogly, your personal notes application. And what I will do is let us add the same thing in the description as well. Let us select this. Blogly is a notes application. That's it. We are going to write the description this much only. Now the entire work is done. Like we have created the React application, we have removed the unnecessary lines of code. That's it. Now let us install all the dependencies which we are required to build the entire project. Now what are the dependencies? First of all, see, I am using a component library to build that application, and the component library is Chakra UI. See, I will tell you how to use the Chakra UI, the input, the buttons. But if you are not familiar with the Chakra UI, then do not worry. You can simply remove all the Chakra UI code which I have written, like card or whatever I am using, and you can use the simple HTML components there, like head, okay, the heading, button, h1, h2, paragraph tag, okay, div span. You can use any other components of HTML if you are not familiar with Chakra UI. Okay, so don't get worried about that. Okay, now I am on the Chakra UI documentation. Just click on this get started button. Okay, and we have to copy only these three dependencies: Chakra UI / React, emotion / React, and emotion / styled. Okay, now why? See, React component depends on this, basically Chakra UI depends on this emotion @ styled to add the styling part. Okay, so I will copy only these 3 lines of code. So these are for building the UI component. Okay, now then we need to add some more extra dependencies. Okay, the extra dependency is Axios, because I want to make the network request to Firebase. Okay, and then you have seen that we have got that notification, okay, that toast. So for that we will use the React Toastify. Okay, now the another dependency is that pop-up or that model which you have seen, which you are using to add or update the nodes. So that is coming from the React-model. Okay, and all these packages or libraries you can find on the npm.js. Okay, I will share the link of all the packages in the description. Okay, so do not get worried about this. Okay, and one more dependency, React-icons. So we will be using this package to add the icons. See, some of you will say that we can use the icons from the Chakra UI as well, because they also provide the icon. But I like to use this package, okay, React-icons, because like so many icons are present over this, and just for my personal preference as well. Okay, if you like the icons from the Chakra UI, or if you want to use the font or some icons, then you are free to use. Okay, and then let us add the formic as well. Now formic is one dependency which we use to handle the form. Okay, like we can use formic to handle all the forms. Okay, and I will show you how to use the formic as well. Okay, so that's it. These are the dependencies till now. Okay, but if we are required to install some more extra dependencies, then we will do that in the future video. Okay, so now let us wait for a couple of seconds, because these are a couple of dependencies. Okay, so now all the dependencies are installed in this. Let us clear the console. Okay, and now the last dependency which is left is we are using Tailwind CSS to add the basic styling. Okay, so now let us go to the Tailwind CSS website. Now see how to install the Tailwind CSS in your React project. Let us see that thing. So just simply click on this get started button, and now you will get a couple of options here, like Tailwind CSS CLI, using post CSS, framework guide, play CDN. So we will use the framework guide because we have React application and we have built it using create React app. So just click on this, and here will be the couple of commands. See, these are the steps basically. The first step is create your project, and that thing we have already done. Now install Tailwind CSS. From this step now we need to go. Okay, so just copy this command, head to the project lab and paste this command in the terminal. Just press enter. Okay, now again go back to the Tailwind CSS website, just copy the second command. Now see what has happened with the first command, that Tailwind CSS is installed as the dev dependency. Okay, now with the help of this second command we will create the Tailwind CSS config file. Now see, if I press enter, you can see that a tailwind.config.js file is created. Okay, now the third step is that we need to copy this content portion. Okay, because we are saying this to the Tailwind CSS config file, that no matter it is the JavaScript file, okay, JSX file, TypeScript file, or TSX file, just if we are using CSS in any of the file, So do check out in the src folder, okay, for all these files, js, jsx, ts, tsx, okay, in the src folder. Now the last step that is left is that we have to add all the basic class of the tss, or you can say the directives, okay, which contain the basic layout of the Tailwind CSS. So just copy all the 3 lines. Now where you have to place all the 3 lines, just go to the index.css and paste them. That's it. Now after doing this entire thing, you can simply run your application, okay, npm start. That's it. Now you can see that our application started. Let us check the console as well. If there is any error or not, no error. Okay, so it means our application is working fine. Okay. Now the last step which we need to do is, if we are using Chakra UI, see, the any component of Chakra UI will not work, okay, if you just directly go import the any of the component, okay, so it will not start working. Let me show you what I'm saying. Let's say if I import this button from Chakra UI, okay, now you will find out that this button is not working. Okay, let me just refresh this. No, our server is running. Now see, the button is not appearing like we have button in the Chakra UI. Let me show you. See, like this kind of button, it is not showing. Why? Because we have missed one step, okay, of adding the Chakra UI. See, Chakra UI has a Chakra provider which will load all the basic styling part of the Chakra UI. So we have to wrap our entire application with this Chakra provider. Now where we are going to add this Chakra provider, just go to the index.js file. Now where you are importing your app component, just cut that and add, import the Chakra UI first of all, the Chakra provider first of all. Import Chakra provider from @chakraui/react. Now wrap the entire component, just paste the app component. Now when you will go to the website, then you can see now a button is appearing in the style. Okay, basically button has got a style. Okay, so this was the only last step which we need to fix in this entire environment setting video. Okay, so now in the next video, let us start integrating the Firebase in our application. Okay, and let us see what Firebase is.